and try my first day walking and working. How is this going to go? Does it improve my focus, or is it just actually too difficult to do? Good morning, welcome back to another vlog. I am Ree from mummyof4.com. How on earth are you? I am practicing fake it till you make it this morning because I am pretending I am happy and upbeat so that hopefully my mind will follow along there. I've just dropped Bella off for her first ever overnight school trip. They're going for 2 nights and I'm having feelings. I've got to admit I'm not okay. I managed to hold it together in front of her, and as soon as the bus left I was tearing up behind my sunglasses. Yay for giant sunglasses. I mean, I'm sure she'll be absolutely fine. She's going with lovely friends. There's gorgeous teachers going that I know will take such good care of them. It will be such an amazing experience. I packed 7 days ago. I did film a come pack with me if you're interested in that. And the reason I like to pack a bit early is, and maybe this is just the way my mind works, I don't know, but I like to pack early and then know it's done. So there's no like last minute, oh, we haven't got this. I've got time to order something or go and buy something if something is missing or doesn't fit or whatever, or find things, which I've had to do that multiple times with packing to go away. But also it gives your mind a little bit of time to think, oh, what about adding in this? What about that? And it gives you kind of that breathing space. So that's why I packed 7 days ago last week. And she was still like, look, have we got everything? Have we got everything? And she said she felt excited but nervous. And I was explaining to her that actually that's a really similar feeling. Both nervous and excited give you that same kind of feeling and that same kind of butterflies in your tummy. And even as adults, we can struggle to interpret, do I feel nervous or do I feel excited about anything, about doing new things, about things with our work, things with home life, just even going out on a mum's night. My first mum's night out after COVID, I was a nervous wreck. Just a nervous wreck. So yeah, that line between nervous and excited is a tricky one. And obviously I'm her mummy and she's my baby girl. She's the eldest of my daughters. Raising girls is a different game to raising boys, I tell you. So 9-year-old girls and 7-year-old girls, that's my experience so far. The girls are gorgeous, like, you know, I'm not complaining or anything. It's just sort of to compare the difference. The boys were so chilled, I guess, compared to the girls. The girls have very grown-up worries at quite a young age, I'm finding, whereas the boys are like, yeah, whatever. And I guess girls just grow up a bit faster, doesn't it? That might be a bit of a generalisation, so apologise, you know, if that doesn't necessarily apply to everyone. But in my experience so far, and just evidence that I've heard, you know, spoken evidence that I've heard from pretty much everyone that's kind of raised both, that it is very different, and that is what I'm finding. I just hope she has a wonderful time. I sent her off saying, if you were going for just the day, would you be nervous? She said no. I said, well, treat it like a day trip. When you get there, decide if you want to stay, and if you really don't want to stay, then you can just say you don't feel very well, tell the teacher that you want to be picked up, and I will drive down and fetch you. It's quite a long drive, but I will do that. And I said, and she's like, oh, but I won't want to do that. It's like, well, if you don't want to do that, it's because you're having a nice time. So I don't think for a second that she actually will ring. I mean, I don't know, maybe she will, but my intention with telling her that, it's not that I didn't intend to drive down and pick her up if she wanted to. Of course, if she wants to be picked up, I'll go and pick her up. But my hope was that by saying that it would give her the confidence to be like, I can just take this hour by hour, minute by minute. If I'm having fun, I'll stay. If I'm not, I'll go home. And I think that feels less intense than I am stuck here for 2 nights. So hopefully, everyone keep everything crossed that she's all right. Everyone just, because she's 9. But I think I've got to say, as a mother, some of the hardest things I've had to deal with are just these letting go moments. These, yeah. So I'm thrilled for her. I'm excited for her. But I did shed a little tear. Anyway, let's stop talking about that because I'm going to cry again. I'm going to like, whew, she's fine. I have attached air tags to her bunny, which she wanted to take with her backpack and her suitcase, so that if anything goes missing, it can be located. And also it's quite a good way to track when they're on the way back, to know exactly what time to pick them up. Okay, right, let's head into my office, because if you saw my last video, you know we did a little bit of a switch around. I'm going to show you very quickly what I've done in there, because it's quite exciting. It's my first day working today with my new setup. I also know there are a few bits that need tweaking, so let's go and see what there is to do and maybe do some of it before we start work. So this is my office, which looks pretty similar to the old setup, pretty similar. The biggest difference is this used to be 2 IKEA desks with drawers there. It is now 1 adjustable standing desk, and the drawers, these are actually different drawers. If you saw that last video, I needed to buy another set of these drawers because the desk that was in here, this chunk of the desk has gone up to Zara's room, and I needed to buy another set of these drawers from IKEA. And my auntie just happened to randomly ring me and be like, do you want these exact drawers? Like, I didn't know you needed, but turns out you totally need. And I was like, wow, that is exactly what I need. Thank you so much. So I had a set of drawers like that were there. So the stuff's been moved across exactly. This little cube thing was in the corner. I might put it back under there. It won't fit in the corner because the leg's different now. And then that cube was there anyway. So this desk used to extend to roughly here, and I just had 1 cube there and 1 down the bottom. But look at this desk. It's so cool. So I'm gonna just show you. Apologies if you saw the last video, but just for those who haven't, if you now press this one, this is the sitting position. Look at this. It's moving up to standing. How cool is that? So the idea is I can hopefully do a bit of sitting to work, a bit of standing to work. Apparently better for posture, better for moving around, better for health, better for my wrists, my knees, my back, all the things. And apparently better for ADHD too. It's still going. It's still going. This is the height I've had it like set to. Programmed it to do a sit height and a stand height that are right for me. It's still going. It's still going. And there we go. It's come to a stop. So now look, I can just, type away like this while standing up. But also, I have got a walking pad, which I'm not going to get out just now. I'll show you a couple of things, then I'll get that out. But the walking pad, it's under there, and that's a fold-out treadmill. So today's my first day. I'm going to attempt, I've had a little practice over the weekend, but today's my first proper work day. I'm going to attempt to actually walk on the treadmill while working and see, does it improve my focus? Or is it just actually too difficult to do and I can only actually watch Bridgerton while walking on the walking pad, which wouldn't be the end of the world because I'm enjoying Bridgerton. I have, by the way, been watching Bridgerton, which I'm only letting myself do while speed walking on the walking pad, which is encouraging me to do more of that. Anyway, will I be able to focus? Place your bets in the comments. Will it improve my focus? Which apparently, especially for ADHD, it does. Or will it just be too confusing to walk, try not to fall, and work at the same time? So the reason I moved the cube, it was under there, is when I've got the walking pad out, I've got to put this chair somewhere. So, I mean, when I get out, I'll show you. But I thought that chair can go there, and then the walking pad can go at this kind of angle here, and I can stand and work. Now, what I could do is move this 2 over there, or one of the cubes 2 over there, because that way I could put like a candle, some flowers or something on it, and it would be like in the background of my videos, because this is mostly, like, if you look, this is mostly the background of my videos when the table's low. Would that look good? Shall we just try it? Do you think we should just try it? Because it could mean more storage in here or freeing up some space here. Let's give it a go. See, if I did that, would that look good? In the background, I could put something in that, like a cupboard door. I mean, I don't think in my videos you're going to see the walking pad on the floor, so I don't think that'll matter. It's more like when I'm sitting up. What do you think? Like a little something, something. I could get a bigger plant, or I could make it 2 boxes high. The only thing is, if I make it 2 boxes high, it's not going to fit, is it? Because this only works because of the curve of this chair. I'd have to move it even further over, and then I wouldn't be able to get into that. So this would have to be 1 box high, or I could just get a stool, but then there wouldn't be any storage underneath, or just a big plant like we've got in the dining room, or we can put this drawer unit over there. Should we see how that looks? Okay, so it does fit, but I feel it looks a bit squashed. Let's plug some flowers on it and have a look. It does fit. It sticks out too much, doesn't it? It sticks out too much. So really, I could put one cube there. That might work, but I'm not sure. I like the idea of having a bit more storage because I can have a set of drawers here and one over there. And if you look over there now, that bit feels really spacious. Because I could now have like a 4 calyx there, but then this isn't deep enough, is it? Before I was having a bit more like space to put things on there. So I could buy another unit there, but I don't know. Do you think it just looks, I think it might look a bit crowded now. Bit crowded? I think I might prefer putting it back. Yeah, I love the idea of this, but it looks too squashed. By the way, I've put the carpet up like that because the drawers are on like soft pad thingies, so I can slide it around, but they just come off. I tried to slide it across the carpet. All right, I'm not liking that there. That's got to go. So there, it could be a stool type thing. It could be another type storage unit. Something small and discreet, maybe just a cube or whatever. But if you've got any suggestions, please do let me know. Okay, let's put all this back together to a way I think I'm going to want it. And get out the walking pad and start working. So there we go. That little cube thing can just stay there until I get to IKEA and we'll decide if we like it. I have borrowed this little, it's like a pink light from the lounge. We'll decide if that's going to annoy me having that budged over or not before we go to IKEA. We are going to IKEA very soon, guys. We're going to IKEA. I'm in an arm between doing a trip and picking things up. I think we're going to go. So we're going to get the walking pad out in a second, but just want to show you over here. I've put that back. These need to go inside something because they're annoying me on top, but not today because I've got too much work to do. But all this needs to come out. All of it needs to come out. I need to put it on the floor in the living room, go through all of it, sort it, declutter it, and I want some empty boxes. So when I get products sent to me and things, I've got to film, I want somewhere to be able to put it. I want spare space around me. And then those little boxes can go into one of those. I think those drawers need to stay there. They've got things I need for working in them anyway, like hard drives and stuff. I can't decide whether to maybe get another cube, like if that one is staying there, to get another cube to go on top of there. And again, the tray things used to be underneath the desk. But if I put a cube underneath the desk, then I've got anywhere to put the chair when it raises up and I want to get the walking pad out. So that is annoying. Okay, that's enough chit-chatting, enough side questing from me. I need to actually do some work. Now this morning I've got boring work to do. I've got work that I find exciting and interesting and creative. Like when I work on videos I'm excited to and things. The bits I find boring for me are the bits that you guys would never ever care about, but YouTube wouldn't show you the stuff if I didn't do them. So the thumbnail, the title, the description, the tags. If you've never uploaded a YouTube video, you would never know or care about any of that stuff. But all that faffy stuff, the blog post to go with it where I've included the links, all that stuff is important because it means YouTube shows things to people, and is important because you can find the links and things I'm talking about. But it bores me to tears. So I'm hoping that walking on the walking pad while doing this stuff will avoid me wanting to go off on side quests and be like, hey, let's redesign my website. No, you don't need to redesign your website, really. You're just bored by the boring task and your ADHD is going, yay, let's find something more exciting to do. That's what I'm hoping this walking pad is going to give me, plus, of course, health benefits of keeping moving. So let's get it all out and try my first day walking and working. How is this gonna go? Okay, so I have just done the post-upload work for one video, and that took me 44 minutes to do all of that. And that's the thing with these videos. Once I've done the work, it just, all the faffy bits afterwards take ages. So, I mean, it didn't take, I spent the first couple of minutes doing other things. So call it 40 minutes of doing that task, but I spent 44 minutes on the walking pad. I felt it did make the time go quicker. I didn't feel as distracted perhaps I normally do. I also had music on because it's quite mindless stuff. It's like write the thing once and then I have to like copy it to where it goes on my email, to release on my Patreon, to go on my blog. So it's just following my checklist really, which I have to have for every video. If I don't have a checklist for every video, I forget to do things. So it's following a checklist, walking on the walking pad. Apparently, let's have a look at my stats. My exercise so far since I've had it, I've walked 9.66 miles. Today, just now, I did 1.97 miles and burnt 223.6 calories. So, cool. Well, I would have just been sitting on my bottom, bored and trying to work for that. So yeah, I'm so far so good. I think I do want to sit down now though, so I'm going to fold this up. I'm not going to put it all the way away, I think, during the day because I probably want to get it back out again. So I'm just going to fold it up and put it behind my desk, so that perhaps I can do like another little 40 minutes in the afternoon. I'm quite keen to see, because I quite liked using it for this kind of post-upload boring stuff. I wonder how easy it'll be to do more taxing things like editing while walking on the walking pad, and whether it will keep me engaged and help me concentrate, or if it's just slightly too much for my brain to manage. So I've got a lot more work done. I've had my lunch and now it is 2 o'clock, so I've got about an hour before I've got to go and get the children from school. Okay, Zara from school. Sorry, that was not that. Ugh, okay, that's done. Okay, we'll just try not to forget about that. Anyway, I'm gonna go for another try on this walking pad, but this time it will be for editing. Will I be able to do it? Let's find out. So as Bella is not here tonight, I thought it was a good an opportunity as any to strip her bed and not have to rush to put it back. But then Zara wanted hers done as well, didn't you? You okay? How was school?
Good.
Yeah. This chair is actually one from the playroom. They've got two little chairs that sit at a desk in the playroom. But I have ordered you that chair that you asked for, because this one's just borrowed from the playroom, which is this same chair but in purple, which is your favourite colour, isn't it? So
Lilac.
Well, lilac. I know they didn't have a lilac one; they only had purple. So that, I think that's coming tomorrow, which is quite exciting, isn't it? Quite exciting. Anyway, Zara's bed. I like to take bedding off and then just put a different set of bedding back on. But you only like the lilac set at the moment, don't you? So I've got to wash it and put it back in one day. Now, luckily, I have managed to wash and dry it all, so we're going to put yours back together. And then Bella's bedding's actually still in the dryer, so I'll put all the base sheets, what are they called? Mattress protected stuff back on now. But I just wanted to ask you, how are you enjoying your desk?
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah.
It's lovely, isn't it? It's so good.
the chair is like kind of a bit like that colour.
I think so.
And this
And that colour. Yeah, I think it is. It's going to look lovely. We are going to try and switch this room up. You want it light pink and lilac ideally, don't you? And some deeper purples as well.
And also I want to change the colour boxes.
Yeah, so the calyx boxes behind that, like the dark pinky colour, you want to have white ones instead. I have got some white ones downstairs. But when we go to IKEA, I was thinking next week we're going to do a little IKEA trip. Do you want to come to IKEA?
Yeah.
Do you want to come to IKEA? Yeah?
Yeah,
okay.
but if we have to order it, then I'm fine with ordering it.
You're fine with ordering it as well. You also want a magnetic whiteboard you can write on.
Yeah.
Bella wants one of those as well. So definitely stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed, guys, because we will be doing an IKEA trip very, very soon.
The mirror here.
And you want, yeah,
the
so
mirror
she's
there.
also thinking
Lights the crop by it.
a bit like the mirror I've got above my dressing table. You're quite fancying that, aren't you?
That
would look quite nice.
With lights.
With like a dressing room
yeah.
in the stage, like
Yeah.
a dressing room, because she wants to be on the stage.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to show us very quickly your drawers?
Oh,
Okay.
The first two I sorted.
The first two you
myself.
sorted yourself.
Mummy
yeah.
put the gel pens in, but
Okay.
so I put the pens in here. Some pens like the erasable, the autograph pen, and the other special pen,
Excellent.
and some sticky notes.
Some sticky notes. Excellent. Very important.
Some rubbers.
Okay.
And also we've got a paper clip from my set I had for
Perfect.
my birthday.
And then we got in here.
And then we've got gel pens, more
Yeah.
gel pens,
More gel pens.
more like kind of a different, darker gel pens probably.
Okay. And then these, you've emptied out your skin coloured pencils
These
in
are
with your.
skin tones.
They're
Some
good
of these
though,
are
aren't
skin
they?
tones. Some of these are skin tones. Some of these are normal pencils.
Okay.
And some of them are coloured pencils.
And you've got some actual pencil cases back there. And then down here we've got.
Mummy.
Oh, sorry.
We've got one thing in here.
We've got one thing.
And a ruler.
And a ruler.
Is here.
Okay. Sorry, I can't believe I forgot that.
Whoa.
And then we've got some hair accessories,
Nanny
tiaras,
box. Nanny box.
things from that the nanny gave you. That's nice. And then some. I think they're
It's
lip
kind
balms,
of more,
aren't
very needs sorting, this
they? Okay.
one.
Lip balms
No,
in there.
never mind.
Just various things.
And
Still
then
got a bit
this
of
is
sorting
big
to do.
Big things that I don't know where to put. like
Okay,
that.
that's a
Big
really good
things.
place to put big things. And look at these hairbands. They're really nicely organised. Will they stay like that?
Mhm.
You did organise those yourself. You did really well.
Yeah, they're
Are you
quite
gonna
easy
keep
to
them?
sort because they're in different boxes and it's not too many of them.
No, okay. Right, now let's sort out your bedding and then we can get the toys back.
Also, a couple of days ago I added the Noemos on.
Oh,
or
you've put the
maybe
Noemos on
yesterday,
there.
I'm not sure.
There we go. And I put Rosetta on there as
Also,
well.
like, I don't know, ages ago I did the bookshelf.
You did organise the bookshelves. They're looking lovely. Right, okay, let's get your bed made then. Mummy's going to make dinner. Another day. First morning without Bella here. It was weird. I did not like it. I do not care for it. Oh, not fun at all. But I just hope she's having an amazing time. Now, there is a policy where the children are not allowed to take phones. Fair enough, they might lose them. But the main reason they're not allowed to take phones is because if one child speaks to their parents, chances are it's the act of speaking to their parents that will make them miss home. So they generally don't let any kids do that. And if one kid starts getting homesick, it sets them all off. And I trust the teachers, they've been doing this a long time. But it's so hard not knowing she's okay. It's really hard, really, really hard. And I know our eldest is in uni, but I can ring him at any time. He won't necessarily answer the phone, but he'll probably ring me back. Maybe just text me. But I've got that option. I can reach out when I want to. And this is hard. This is hard. So she's back tomorrow night. And until then, I'm gonna make a bed back up, make a room all nice, maybe have a bit of a tidy up in there. But yeah, Zara was a bit sad this morning, missing her sister. Will's very chill. Will's very William. We should all be more William. We should all become totally unbothered like William. Anyway, now I am gonna film podcast episodes. So I'm gonna flip on this big light. There you go. I think I'm gonna sit here. I don't know, sometimes I sit over there and I use the like little handheld mic. What mood? Oh, this chair's noisy. What mood am I in today? Sometimes I do that, and sometimes I sit kind of here and film like that. But then I use this microphone. Which one am I gonna use today? I'm actually gonna attempt to record 2 episodes today. One of them is the second part of, oh hang on, the first one is easy. The first one is tips for when your kid's going on residential. I thought that's very topical. It's like me at the moment, sharing all that. So one of them, we're gonna talk about that. The second one is part 2, because I filmed part 1 and it just went on, it was quite long, about things I do that it turns out not everyone does these things. These things are ADHD traits. Things that I thought were quote unquote normal that everyone does, that no, not necessarily. And I'm not saying that if you do these things too, you've got ADHD, but just sharing things I've learned about myself actually. So that's the second podcast episode. So I'm going to attempt to sit and record 2 of those back to back and then get on with some editing. So the skirts I ordered from Marks and Spencer's have arrived. I got 10 to 11. I was going to get 11 to 12, but they didn't have any in stock. But because they are short, obviously because they're skirts, not full leggings, she's got quite long legs, but she's quite slim. And as this doesn't need to go all the way down to the ankle, it should be fine. So these are aged 10 to 11, height up to or around 146 centimetres. These are £8 each. They got a cute little pocket on the front, and then they're just like jersey, soft fabric, little shorts and skirt attached, and they're £8 each. So quite pleased with those. They didn't have them in store, but at least we managed to get them. Zaza, go in your room and have a look.
Yeah!
What do you think?
Yeah!
Do you like it?
Yeah!
It's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah!
It's for your pink and purple room.
Yeah!
Can you sit in it and try it?
Excuse me, bunny. Oh, nice.
It's nice, isn't it? Excellent. So I've put the grey one back downstairs
Yeah,
in the playroom.
Anyways.
Okay.
Grey's rubbish compared to purple.
Is it? I think it looks quite nice in the playroom.
I don't like it in my room though. It's
okay.
rubbish in my room.
Is it good in the playroom?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, right, it's time to get ready for swimming, okay? Come on then.
Bye!
And these dresses aren't just for swimming, but they're toweling dresses, so I thought they'd be perfect for swimming nights and kind of getting out the paddling pool and stuff in the summer. And you've got your bather underneath?
Yeah.
Ready to go swimming?
Yeah.
Okay, ready to go swimming?
Yeah!
Okay. Today's day I get to get my Bella back, which I'm thrilled about. Apparently it's going to be about 3-ish, so fingers crossed they're on time, otherwise I'm going to struggle to go and get Zara at the same time. But before that, it is time to have my nails done. I haven't had these done for 5 weeks, look at the state on them. And my LVL, so I haven't got any mascara on. LVL is just the, like, the curl bit. The length of my lashes comes from the serum I use, but the curl bit, like a pin for lashes, isn't it? So I'm going to go and have that done. Tidy these things up, which are ridiculously long. I've got to have those a bit shorter. And then go home, get a bit of work done. Oh, I better sort Bella's room out as well, because I still haven't put her bedding back on. Do all that before I get to pick her up. I'm back. My nails are fresh and lovely. My eyelashes are curled, so I'm not wearing any mascara. But I think if you can compare to earlier compared to now, my eyelashes are now, these are just the natural length, no mascara or anything, but they're just like whoop, curled up. So that's me kind of neat and tidy for a bit. I can't actually wear mascara for 24 hours, so I'll have to put that back on tomorrow, and then they will look much longer as well. The illusion that mascara creates. So I've now got not very long actually, because I've heard from the school, they've messaged to say that now they were going to be due in to be picked up at 3. I know they're coming in at 2, which I'm thrilled at because I get to see my baby a little bit earlier. But it does mean I don't have as long. The appointment this morning took a lot longer than anticipated. I don't have very long to get some work done. And also, I need to make sure I've made Bella's bed up because I wanted it to be all lovely for when she comes back. So I'm going to go and make her bed now, make her room all lovely, get on with a bit of work and then go get my baby girl. My baby girl is home. I've just helped to wash her hair because she was on her knees tired, has almost completely lost her voice, bless her. So I don't know if that's just from talking lots or she's coming down with something, but it's just so nice to have her home. And poor child just looks like she needs a big old rest. So now I need to empty out her case and wash some of the delights inside here, but I'm just really glad to have her home. So it's just about 24 hours since I had my LVL lash lift, so I can now stick some mascara on. Please excuse, by the way, these tables in the background. They need to go up the attic. They're the ones that came out of Zara's room when we had a switch around and we put the desk in there. They're going to be used for something else that we've got coming up, which I'm not 100% sure if we're doing or not yet. So just make sure you keep watching and subscribe to the channel, and hopefully in a vlog very soon, perhaps my next vlog, I'll be able to share what that's all about. But for now, they just need to go in the attic out of the way. So we're going to do some lashes and some lips because then I've got to go and do a live in my Patreon. We do a little planning party once a month where I utilise my planners to plan out the next month. So we go through the planners, plan out the next month, chat about how best to do that, and we kind of do that together live, or you can watch it on catch up. So if you want to watch the one I'm about to do, you'll be able to watch it on catch up if you're in my Patreon, if you missed it already. So now I'm going to do mascara. In fact, first let's have a look at my lashes. So these are my lashes. No mascara at all, just with the LVL and the curl. The length is so much longer than they used to be because of this stuff. So I put like a slick of that on every night, and just like, it's like an eyeliner, and you just kind of do, I'm not going to do it now, you just do like line, done. One dip, 2 lines. I do that every night. I'm fanatical about doing that because it works. Once you buy it, you have to do it religiously every single day, and it takes a month or 2 before you see the results, but this is like even without mascara. So we'll do one eye and then you can see the with and without. So this is the Sky High Sensational Mascara Base Coat from Maybelline. So let's do this eye, shall we? And that is the one that goes underneath. I love this because it really does, I feel it does do a good like lengthening effect. And more than anything, it just doesn't budge. There is a waterproof version, which is just too budge proof for my liking because it's actually quite hard to get off. But this mascara has the benefits of being like a waterproof mascara in that it doesn't budge when my eyes inevitably run, which they do seemingly all year round. I've either got a cold or I've got hay fever all year round, apparently, because my eyes and my nose run constantly. That's something you didn't want to know, kind of gross information. But any mascaras that aren't, not waterproof, but like, you know, budge proof, I do really struggle with. So that's one coat. So that's just the undercoat, with and without. And then that is mascara on. Not my best work here, to be honest, because I'm kind of rushing now and I've made that clump, but you can see that with and without. Anyway, big difference. I think you'll agree, even if I have made a bit of a mess. But anyway, let's do the other one to match. We don't want to go on and see my Patreon people with an unsymmetrical face. They'll be like, Ree, are you okay? You've only put mascara on half of your face. Anyway, so I'm going to do this Patreon live stream, which is kind of fun. I do like chatting and hanging out with my people. And there, also in my Patreon, you get to see videos early. So you may be in my Patreon watching this right now, early before it goes out. How mad is that? Okay, so that is pretty much done. I will link all those and everything else I'm talking about, as usual, in the blog post to go with this video. But these mascaras And if you're just going to have one, like, you don't have to have the base coat. I just use the base coat as well. But if you're only going to have one, that's been my go-to for quite some time. There is a Primark dupe of it, which is very, very, very similar and a little bit cheaper. But this one itself is generally about a tenner. You can perhaps get it a little bit cheaper on Amazon sometimes, but highly recommend it. Now, my go-to favourite makeup brand for pretty much everything other than mascara, because that mascara is just kind of bomb-proof, is Charlotte Tilbury. And you'll have heard me talking about this a lot because I flipping love it. And one of my favourite lippies is pretty much everyone's favourite lipstick, which is the Pillow Talk. And the Pillow Talk lip liner, it's like the best-selling lipstick in the world or something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's entirely accurate, but it's there. One of the top shades, you know, in the UK, the world, I'm not sure. It's good because it suits everybody and the formula is amazing. Now, my auntie knows I love that, and that also I love to find dupes to share. So she bought me these because apparently these are dupes. So this is the NYX NYX lip pencil in the colour Peekaboo Neutral. And then apparently this is a dupe as well. This is the Colour Riche Nude Intense in the colour 173. Now apparently these are dupes for Pillow Talk. So I've applied Pillow Talk on here, I'm not sure how many times. If we just swatch Pillow Talk, that's the Pillow Talk liner. That's the original one. So we're going to see how closely that matches. Now, one of the reasons I love this is it's really creamy going on. So it doesn't feel like tight or crusty going on, but it's really long lasting. So if I colour in all of my lips with a Charlotte Tilbury lip pencil underneath lipstick, I can eat and drink, I'll still have something on. Will this be a dupe for the colour? Will it be a dupe for the formula? Or neither? Let's find out. Can I even get into it? It cannot. Okay. So this is apparently the dupe. Let's have a look at them side by side. Okay, my Pillow Talk pencil's very well loved and probably needs sharpening. Shall we sharpen it just so that it's fair? Okay, there we go. That's the Charlotte Tilbury and this one's the dupe. So, now immediately the formula does not feel the same. So this is the dupe apparently, and this is the Pillow Talk one. I don't know if you can see it, but it feels different. So this one feels more, oh, it's a sharper pencil. Let's rub it on a bit more. Can you hear it? It's like, can you hear that? Like it's more scratchy. The Pillow Talk one feels like more creamy going on. I'm putting the wrong lid on. Anyway, it's close. It's not exactly the same. It's pretty close. This one I would say is a bit more like the Icon Baby perhaps. Not the same formula, but maybe more like that. Yeah, that's closer perhaps to Charlotte Tilbury's Icon Baby. Okay, not a bad dupe though. Pretty nice colour. And this is a £4 pencil as opposed to the Charlotte Tilbury ones, which are a lot more than that. Okay, so should we try it on and see what we think? I think it's nice going on. It's just, it's not quite as creamy. Like if I press hard on the Charlotte Tilbury ones, they almost like smudge in or crumble. Not in a bad way, but in kind of because the consistency's so soft, this feels firmer. Does that make sense? I've got to say, I quite like the colour though. So that is more nudie than the Pillow Talk, closer to the Icon Baby, but it's a really good dupe for Icon Baby. So not quite as soft then going on as the Charlotte Tilbury, but it doesn't especially feel drying. Okay, now let's go for the Pillow Talks. This is the original Pillow Talk. I'm going to put that here. And let's have a look at the dupe, which I need to open. This is L'Oreal Paris, Colour Riche Intense, and Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks are obviously a lot more than this. This one was $8.99. So if you are looking for a dupe, will this be the one? Packaging's pretty. Bit more goldy than the Charlotte Tilbury. It almost looks rose gold compared to that. Even though it's not rose, like proper rose gold. This is like proper rose gold, but it still feels more rose gold than this one. But then ultimately the packaging probably isn't as important as the actual colour. So there's the colour. Oh, that's really close. So that's the dupe. And now that is quite similar actually. How long lasting it'll be, I don't know. It's definitely more like an Icon Baby plus Pillow Talk combo. But what do you think of that as a colour combo for lips? I think that's quite good. I mean, I've made a right mess of my arm now that I have to go and do a live. But yeah, okay. Well, thank you very much to my auntie for bringing this to our attention. I think she's found a pretty nice lip combo, but definitely that seems to be like an Icon baby dupe and then maybe a Pillow Talk dupe. Worth a look if you don't want to pay the Charlotte Tilbury prices. So just getting ready to do my live with all of the planning. And just very quickly, wanted to update you. So talked to Bella a lot after her trip. She was so wiped out. Like, I don't know if she's coming down with something or if she's just that tired. But bless her, she's got almost no voice at all. It sounds like she had a really wonderful time and a really positive experience. Luckily, the teachers that went, I mean, all the teachers in school are lovely, but one especially knew her really, really well. And I'm also friends with her. She's just took such amazing care of her. I'm just so, so grateful to have that relationship with the staff in the school. So, yeah, she was in two minds. Did she want to go? And all in all, I think she is glad she went. So I'm thrilled, and more than anything, I'm just beyond thrilled to have her home and that she's okay. She's my baby. They're all my babies. Anyway, now time to get planning. So we're heading into Patreon. We're going to be using my organised year planner. So my organised life planner, I've got two versions. One that's 2 pages a day for the gratitude. The attitude of gratitude, it just gives me, this is the one I use every day. So I've got everything broken down by half an hour, 3 top priorities, things I have to do today, the meal plan, and there are other pages as well, like planning for the week, but this is just the day-to-day stuff. And then things I'm grateful for. I write 10 things that have either gone well or I'm happy about, whatever. It just really helps to alleviate my mood. And my notes are for my brain dumps, my side quests, my things that I'm like, I'm working, but I've had this really great idea. So a to-do list goes in here, like a thing I have to do goes in here, but like, I've had this idea for a video or reading on my website or whatever. I have to write it down in here rather than stopping doing what I'm doing and doing that instead. But for the planning party, we're going to look ahead for the month ahead. We're going to start by looking back at the previous month, things that have gone well, things that have gone not so well. What was I grateful for? What went well? And then looking at each area of our lives, which areas we're excelling in and which areas, something stuck to my face, and which areas need a little bit more TLC. And then we're going to be breaking down more, looking back and challenges I faced before we break down what I want to be doing in the next month, what I want to be achieving in the next month, so that when we know what we should be putting into the day-to-day, the things we have to do. So for example, like one of my goals, I need to sort this office. I'm already making massive headway, so I'll be like, yeah, I'm really glad that I've sorted that. But then one of my other goals, my next goals, will be sorting all of this. We'll be breaking all of that down inside here. So if you want to catch that on catch up or join me live for a future planning party in Patreon, then you can click on the icon on screen or check out another video that I know you will love, and I shall see you in one of those places. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Mwah. Bye.